does technology affect our attention span? Better yet, what can we do about it? How can we cure our addiction to technology? Welcome back, or hello, nice to meet you. My name is Maria. Welcome to my channel. And I wanted to discuss how does technology affect our attention span? Technology and social media are a very mental thing. Mostly I say this because when we're really in our minds, we're very disconnected from everything going on around us and disconnected from our body and our breath and groundedness. And technology really is a mental thing because you're using like your brain power and your focus is all like being channeled into this kind of hypnotic and engrossing activity. It's no doubt that technology has augmented our lives in innumerable ways, but what valuable aspects of being human are being compromised because of this? And I think it's something that we're all aware of, but obviously the mass majority of people aren't really caring enough to talk about it and do something about it. And it's probably because this is something that's not really going to be able to be stopped. So it's up to us on a personal level what we can do, what we want to do to balance out the growing changes that technology is bringing to our lives. And one of the best ways that you could learn more about this is the documentary The Social Dilemma, which talks a lot about social media and its direct correlation with our self-esteem. If you want to learn and feel validated about that and see and understand scientific reasonings about how social media affects our mental health, please watch The Social Dilemma. It was an incredible documentary and I really want to recommend it to more people. So one example of how technology is on a subconscious level, like affecting the way we have the ability to interact with things for a period of time without getting bored. For example, now on the iPhone, it went from when someone called you, like it would pop up and now like you have to answer that call, you have to decline it. But now someone can call me and I can answer. Someone can call me and I can answer and I can scroll out of their call and do something else while I'm talking to them. And we've just gotten busier. Like we've gotten busier with having this ability to multitask. We're like, oh, we can knock out all these things at once. And we're just more flooded and more overwhelmed with different tasks going on at once. So we're like trying to juggle it. It's just not like, I notice how I feel and how the other person feels when I'm on the phone with them and I'm doing something else while I'm on the phone with them. Like they can feel it and I can feel it. We're not made to split off our brain in all these different directions. I don't know, something about the way that technology is designed these days is designed in a very alluring way that when we engage with it, it's just satisfying. And it's probably because on a spiritual level, I feel like the main collective issue with us not being able to heal ourselves is our desire to run away from ourselves, and having these devices glued to us or our laptops. So many of us, including myself, work from our laptops, so it's just like something to put your energy and focus into, and it takes the pain away from having to do nothing and just be with yourself. If we are susceptible to being distracted, then I believe we're not fully equipped enough to face ourselves and face the world in a very clear and grounded and loving way. My ADD has gotten I didn't even think I used to have ADD, but it has gotten so much worse over the past few years, and I definitely feel like it's because of my devices that I use. Like I just feel a lot more overwhelmed because there's so many things I'm inspired by coming through on these devices, which I'm really grateful for, that we are able to like share our creations and share so much information. But it kind of like, I feel like I have to kind of explore all of it, and I only have so much time to complete these tasks. And now I feel like I can't just stay focused on one task and wait to see it all the way through, because there's something else I want to do. And then I want to do this, and this is halfway done. I feel myself more impatient to stay with my emotions and stay with my, I don't even want to stay with my thoughts, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel myself more frustrated that they're just not gone, or, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like technology kind of has shortened our attention span in a way where when we don't have an instant gratification because of the way these devices are designed to like bring us rapid information and stimulation. How many of us, when we're waiting in line, like we're on our phones, or like when something else is happening that's kind of buffering in our everyday life where, you know, there's traffic or there's someone having a technical difficulty, like our demons come up and we're like, oh, this isn't good enough, like it should be better than this. I've also heard of a few different prophecies of how technology is going to like come to this crux with humankind, where we're going to be like tempted to fully merge or asked to merge with technology to really make our life easier. And I love the ways technology makes our life easier, but do we really want to live in a world where it's so modern, where it's like this utopian, like pristine, polished community? I don't know, I'm picturing in my head like one of those like utopian societies where everything's like technologically advanced, and it doesn't really feel like Earth and like the wildness and magicalness of the colorfulness of Earth. Which brings me into what I think we could do to stay connected to our earthiness, our earthy spirituality. And I know we need to ask ourselves if we really want to be immersed in this technological hologram, and do we really want to enter in this reality that's not physically real? Or can we use that time to, wherever we are, just like put it away, become aware of any or all of the five senses, and even if it's boring, which it will feel like a cat being baptized, it does for me a lot of the time, to become patient, become aware that this is what's real. Like, this is me, this is my body, this is me, my consciousness inside this body, having this experience. Like, this is real, this is Earth, this is what's real, connected to reality. When we're having conversations with people, remember that this conversation with this person is so much more valuable. It's valuable in such a deep way. This is a real interaction with a real person, and it's really important that we can be as patient as possible while we are like retraining our brains to be focused on the present moment, that we can breathe and focus and like really open our ears and our minds and our hearts to what this person is saying. And almost like you have to, like, if you really want to have changing conversations and really be more invested in what's happening with this person standing before you, it's like fun to pretend like you don't know what this person's gonna say, and like just really become curious. And you're like, there's a beautiful beam of light standing before me, embodying a flesh vessel, and they're telling me about something that's from their experience, and I can relate to it or not relate to it and be amazed that this person is telling me something I don't know. It's a gift. Because what if you were to die tomorrow? Would you want to text someone or comment on someone's Instagram, or would you want to like hug someone and be in a present moment with someone? I've been looking at the depression and the anxiety that I experience, and why depression has been making me feel so frustrated. And obviously, okay, I need to meditate more, and I want to meditate more. I know it's going to be exactly the medicine that I need, and I won't even be able to understand that until I'm in it. Second, I relate it to what kind of things are fueling my impatience with depression. I really feel like I've been programmed from my phone and my phone. Just kind of like becoming numb and desensitized. Like, now then, when I'm off my phone and I go back to myself and I'm like, whoa, this is how I really feel. It's like, I want a quick fix to it. And I'm frustrated that it's not, like, the heaviness isn't leaving fast enough. How many of you feel that way or feel something similar? Or what experiences has technology brought into your life, both positive and negative? And what do you think we can do on an individual level or to encourage other people in our life to alchemize with this? What do you think the future looks like if we were to really put technology second as much as possible? Like, you know, the QR codes that every restaurant's doing now? I think it's a good idea that we could ask them for a real menu. Like, just every opportunity we can have to not be constantly interfaced with technology, we should do it. And then, like, when you start to become aware of how these things are sometimes a lot of times just used as a distraction or an escape, sometimes it's really comforting to go on your phone and to just escape and have a break. Kind of like sleep. Like, I love sleep because it's like I get a break from my ego and from the emotions I process, and my body's just doing its thing and I go into another world. That's kind of like how it is being on my phone, and I love that. But it's also so powerful to be like, what else can I do? What do I need? What would be a really kind gesture to give myself? Exercise, art, journaling, reading a real physical book, knowing when to not record and not take pictures. When you sleep, you can turn your phone on airplane mode, and the radiation, you can actually search for a video of this. The radiation on your phone goes to like from 100 to 0, which is a great way to not be connected with your device for 12 hours, or in my case, 12 hours, maybe 13. And the last thing I wanted to suggest is if you wanted to invest in some blue light blocking glasses. Whenever I wear these, I feel myself like this is a boundary between me and my device, because it literally blocks the harmful hypnotic rays that damage our vision. They work, they feel good, and I definitely feel myself less transfixed when I wear these. And also, I feel studious. Please interact with me. Comment. Give me your thoughts. Give me your actions, your remedies. And I will see you soon, because I'm dedicated to this channel. Be well.